During World War II, the Suez Canal was a vital lifeline for the British Empire, enabling the transport of fuel, troops, and supplies between Europe and Asia. Recognizing its importance, Adolf Hitler aimed to seize the canal and disrupt the Allied supply chain. He entrusted this mission to Field Marshal Rommel, known as the Desert Fox, who had already secured major victories in North Africa. By mid-1942, Rommel had pushed British forces from Libya to the edge of Egypt and aimed to capture the Suez Canal. However, the British had fortified a defensive line near the small town of El Alamein, a narrow corridor between the Mediterranean Sea and the impassable Qatar Depression, which limited Rommel's ability to maneuver his forces. While Rommel's tactical genius was evident, his campaign began to falter due to crippling supply shortages, caused in part by British codebreakers intercepting German communications. Reinforcements and supplies arrived steadily for the British through the very canal they were defending. In response to Rommel's advances, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill appointed General Montgomery to command the British Eighth Army. In July 1942, Rommel launched a major offensive at El Alamein, but failed to break through the British lines, forcing a retreat in early September. Montgomery then prepared a counteroffensive. In October 1942, he initiated Operation Bertram, a deception plan involving fake tanks and supply lines to mislead the Axis. Believing the main attack would come from the south, Rommel's forces were caught off guard when the British launched Operation Lightfoot in the north. The assault began with a massive artillery barrage, followed by infantry advancing through minefields known as the Devil's Gardens. However, poor visibility, German resistance, and tank traffic jams led to heavy British losses and limited progress. Rommel, briefly back from medical leave, repelled the first wave, but faced a serious disadvantage in numbers and resources. Montgomery regrouped and launched Operation Supercharge, a more aggressive and better coordinated attack. This time, British forces breached Axis lines, inflicting severe losses. Rommel requested permission to retreat, but Hitler refused, ordering him to fight to the death. Disobeying orders, Rommel withdrew to Libya on November 5th, leaving behind thousands of Italian troops. The Second Battle of El Alamein was a decisive Allied victory, safeguarding the Suez Canal and turning the tide in North Africa. Following El Alamein, Allied forces advanced westward, while Operation Torch landed British and American troops in Algeria and Morocco. By May 1943, Axis forces in Tunisia surrendered, ending their presence in Africa. The Allies then invaded Italy, and Rommel was reassigned to defend France. In a final twist, Montgomery and Rommel would face off again during the D-Day invasion in June 1944. While Montgomery helped lead the liberation of Europe, Rommel, disillusioned with Hitler, was forced to commit suicide after being implicated in a failed plot against him. El Alamein remains a symbol of strategic brilliance and the turning point in the Allied war effort.